York Times bestseller, The Laptop Millionaire. It's my great pleasure to have on this call my friend Ryan Hamada, who's going to be sharing with us how to get started as an affiliate, how to earn money online as a beginner affiliate. So without any further ado, let's welcome Ryan onto the call. Ryan, welcome, and thank you so much for being on this call with us.
Hey, Mark. Thanks for the invitation. I hope I can give some value to your audience.
I'm absolutely certain of it, Ryan. And again, thank you very much for your time. Let's get straight into it. I have so many things I'd like to ask you about. And you and I go back quite a few years, almost 14 years. I'd say at least 13, 14 years.
Yeah.
And I remember you attending one of my events back in London. But tell us a little
Yeah.
bit about your story. Why did you first turn to internet marketing? How did you first get into all of this?
Well, like you said, we met 14 years ago, and I turned to internet marketing by accident. Really, back in the days in 2008, I left my job. I left my job in London. Because I was quite unhappy there, thinking that I would be able to make it as quote unquote an entrepreneur. And a few months later, I failed miserably. I tried to become a life coach. I tried to do different things. I tried MLM, and nothing really worked for me. And here I am in London with my saving running low. And I received an email from a former coworker from my old company. And he's sending me an email. He's telling me basically that next weekend he's going to an event, an quote unquote internet marketing event by this guy called Mark Anastasi, and if I wanted to join him. Another time, another time. Quite frankly, internet marketing didn't ring a bell at all to me. It didn't mean anything to me. All I knew about quote unquote internet marketing was eBay and Amazon. So I told myself, heck, I have nothing to lose. Everything I tried didn't work, so I may as well just go and we will see. And man, I'm glad I went. I'm glad I went because I got the privilege to meet you first, and I also got introduced for the first time to affiliate marketing. And I remember this gentleman that you brought to the stage, and he launched his laptop, and he had his screen on the big screen, and he was showing him his sales. And one thing that struck me, and I will never forget it, was that one of his daily sale, the money that he made in a day was what I was making in a month in my previous job. And that did something to me. It kind of shocked me, kind of shocked my system, shocked me. And that moment, I told myself, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that affiliate marketing thing. I didn't really understand it at the time, really, but I saw what was possible. So went back to my little teeny room that I was renting at the time, and I went through the rabbit hole, Mark. I started learning everything I could about marketing, buying courses, and just going through the rabbit hole. And eventually I signed up for a site called ClickBank, and choose an offer and start promoting the offer, and made my first sale. It was, I think at the time, $27 commission. And since then, I never looked back, keep making more and more and more sales. And today has been 14 years that actually I've been doing affiliate marketing full time.
Amazing.
So that's my story. That's my story in a nutshell.
that is so great that you went to an event, Ryan, and you were inspired by one of the speakers there, and you did something that only a fraction of the people who go to these types of events actually do. You took action. You were focused. You were determined. And that is
Yeah.
something really to be applauded. And I love that nowadays, and even very quickly after that, I believe, you started making a full-time living from your internet marketing. I mean, actually, that's a good question. How long did it take for you, since you made that first $27 sale, until you had a full-time living from affiliate marketing or internet marketing? How long would you say it took?
Less, less like 6 months, 6 to 12 months max.
Yes. I remember that what you were doing at the time, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe you were building a mailing list using
Yeah.
you were using article marketing, you were using ad swaps. I mean, tell us a little
Mm,
bit about the process of how you started in affiliate marketing.
yes, I started with a very simple process, and I think that's like anyone can actually use. So there's basically 3 steps if you want to be a successful affiliate. But before I share with you the steps, can I just share why I believe everybody should get into affiliate marketing?
Sorry, say that again. Why?
Before why everybody should do affiliate marketing?
Ah, great. Yes. Why should people
Right.
do affiliate
Yeah,
marketing?
yeah, because some people, Mark, they like some people believe, oh, affiliate marketing is one of those things, you can make just a little bit of money on the side. So they don't really see it as uh, a real solid business. And I'm here to tell you, it can become your full-time business. Okay? You can
Mhm.
make a lot of money with affiliate marketing. So that's one belief I
Hmm.
want to shatter like right now for the people listening. Because if you look
Right.
at all the ways to make money online, for example, let's take drop shipping. That's very popular right now. Uh, Few people realize that drop shipping actually has very low margin. So
Yes.
it might be enticing from the outside, but actually when you crunch the number, the margin is so low that actually very few people can manage to be successful at drop shipping. Or for example, let's say you want to run a social media agency. Same thing. It's a different kind of work. You're gonna have to deal with client. You're gonna have to learn a lot of different skills because different clients will have different needs. So whereas
And
after
plus you're selling your time when you have an agency.
exactly, exactly. Plus, you're selling your time. And for those of those listening who want to become, for example, social media influencer, it's a great career. Okay, I don't knock it off. I think it's amazing to want to do, have a strong presence on social media. But it takes time to build an audience. It's not as easy as people realize. And actually, very few influencer, even if they have a large audience, actually make a decent living from that audience. So that's something to keep in mind when you decide which road you're gonna take to make a living online.
Yeah,
That's something I
absolutely.
want
And
to tell. Yeah,
that's a very good point you're making, because with drop shipping, you might get 10%, 5%, you might get a bit
yeah,
more, but typically it's around 10%. I think from what I've seen with drop shipping physical products, like whether you're selling, I don't know,
yeah.
fireplaces or God knows what else. Uh, so you're only getting very small commissions, whereas with affiliate marketing, you can get 50%, even 60%, 70%, right?
Absolutely. I'm even going to tell you a secret. Some vendor will give you 200% because for them, getting that customer is it's worth it for them to give you actually double the price of the product. So imagine how many sales you can make when you get how much money you can make when you make $50 for every $25 sale. If that makes sense.
Incredible. You sell a product for $25 and the vendor pays you $50 as an extra fee, essentially because you've provided them with a customer, which they can sell more things to.
Absolutely.
Incredible. That's
So
very exciting. So please keep going.
and
So why else should people be
yeah,
affiliates?
but on the opposite with affiliate marketing, number one, you don't have any ceiling on your income because you're not selling your time. You don't have to create your own product because you're promoting and sharing other people's product. But there's one important thing, like, and for me, it's so crucial, especially nowadays where things change so fast online. You can write trends. You can just write trends. And now there's so many tools that allow you to see what is actually selling right now, that you can just write those trends and profit from those trends. So for me, just a win-win-win. A win for you, a win for the vendor, and a win for the customer.
Absolutely. What kind of tools do you recommend in terms of identifying trends or product trends, things that people are buying now?
So I'm going to cover that in the 3 steps, like for
Great.
anybody who want to get started with affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is extremely simple, Mark, for people listening. There's 3 steps, 3 simple steps. So number one thing you're going to do is you're going to choose and pick a converting offer. I'm going to get more details when it comes to how to do it. Then what you're going to do, you're going to create a money page. Some people call it a landing page or a one-page website. But basically, it's just a simple, teeny website, one-page website that we can use to create curiosity and entice people to check the offer. And number three, you're going to run an ad. You're just going to run an ad. So you can run an ad on YouTube, on Facebook, email drops. It really there's so many avenues to promote, to run ads to promote your affiliate marketing offer. Yes. Is that clear? So number one, step one, choose a converting offer. Number two, create a money page or a landing page. And number three, run an ad.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's start number one.
Where do you find converting offer?
Yeah.
And by converting offer, just to clarify, it means that, let's say, for every 100 people that land on your landing page, your money page, as you put it, and see your offer, see this product, at least 2%, 3, 4%, or more buy that offer. That basically the offer converts when people see that offer. Yes.
Absolutely, Mark. So when you choose an offer, you have to ask yourself, okay, so what type of offers works the best? So you have to go for offers in like that, in a recession-proof niches. So there's three for me that I consider that recession-proof niches or topics, basically. So you have health, wealth, and relationship. So that's the one thing to consider. So you're going to find an offer in one of those niche for topics: health, wealth,
relationships. Yes.
Health, wealth, or relationships. And for me, that has been my primary way to do affiliate marketing. You're going to go to a website called ClickBank. Now there are many other affiliate platforms, but I love ClickBank. I'm going to tell you why I love ClickBank. Because if you go on ClickBank, and you can create an account for free. And the reason why you want to go right now on ClickBank and create an account for free is so that you access their marketplace. And if you go on their marketplace and you click on one of those niche, like the health niche, or for example, the relationship niche, they will tell you what are the top converting product. And from there, you can just pick one that piques your interest.
Great. Oh, so clickbank.com, you're saying, gives you, or it tells you what are their highest converting offers. You actually get that data from it. Amazing. And they give that, of course, per category even, right?
Absolutely. So
I love it.
When you have your, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to say, can you mention, before we talk more about ClickBank, can you mention a few other or couple more affiliate platforms that you like or that you use?
Yeah, you have Digistore.
Digistore, yes.
Digistore. MaxWeb. I'm not very familiar with MaxWeb, but I know they have converting offers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great.
So ClickBank, Digistore, MaxWeb. Yeah.
Fantastic. Great. And we're not talking about just 2 or 3 offers, right? We are talking about thousands and thousands of different products and offers that
Yes,
people can sell. And in fact, like you were saying, it's infinite. Your income can become unlimited because you
absolutely.
are
Yeah.
selling, for the most part, digital products, digital downloads, and every day there's no I remember when I started out on clickbank.com, in fact, and whether I was selling 5 products a day at $67, or I was selling sometimes 100 products a day when I did a promotion to my mailing list, for example, it didn't use up any more of my time whether I made 5 sales or 100 sales a day.
Yeah.
Zero more time used, and that was the beauty of it and the leverage of it. And this is something important for people to realize, because most people are stuck in selling their time, being stuck in a job.
Yes.
So, and you touched
Yes.
upon this at the beginning, but please continue. You go into ClickBank, there's thousands of offers.
So there's
Yes, what
thousands
happens?
offer, and what you want, like the way I teach it is to focus on like the offers on page one or page two for each category, which are the really like top selling offers in that category, because we wanna make sure that we have easy wins here, because those offer, if they are on page one or page two of the marketplace in their respective category, you can be sure they convert and they sell. You can be sure that a lot of affiliates are actually making money from those offers. So you want to pick one offer there, page one, page two. You don't want to go to some like page 10 or 12 or 15, like, and just choose an offer. When you have your offer, you're going to go to step two, which is create your landing page, basically. So, and Mark, is very it's very funny, because some people sometimes they tell me, "Oh, I can't succeed with affiliate marketing because I don't know how to sell." And I tell them, "Great news, because actually you don't have to sell. Your
Mhm.
job is not to sell the offer. Your job is to raise curiosity. You want to create some curiosity for the offer, and that's the purpose of your one page website. So you're going to take few elements from the offer, like maybe the headline, maybe a few pictures, and you're going to put that on that one page website, and then you're going to make sure that that one page website link to the offer. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you have
But
your one page,
the
like
question I have
that,
is, where do
yeah,
you get that? Where do you get the content from?
you get it from the offer. You can swipe the headline, get
Great.
maybe swipe, get some picture.
So you would find the content from that page
Yeah,
that
yeah, you,
you would find on
yeah,
ClickBank. Okay, great. Hmm.
yeah. And when you have your one page website, or landing page, or money page, depending how you want to call it, you're going to run an ad. You're going to pick a network, could be YouTube, could be Meta. Meta is for Facebook and Instagram. And you're going to run an ad.
But
It's going to
before
run
you
an
say
ad,
that,
and then
before we go on
uh,
to that, you mentioned step two, create a money page or landing page.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
How do you do that in terms, like, I used to have my web designer, and he would do everything for me. But do you do it? I mean, how do you do it? Do you just write it yourself? Do you use a specific type of platform or blog or something?
You can use anything you want. You can use a software like ClickFunnels. You can use Lead Page. You can use anything really, because it's so simple. It's it's just a page basically. There's no navigation on it, so
I
just a page. So you can
hadn't.
create that.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. You can create that with lead pages or ClickFunnel, of course, because it's just a landing page, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So how long would you say it takes you to throw up a landing page with one of these tools?
Few minutes, 10 minutes.
Few minutes, 10 minutes. Incredible. Incredible. Okay, so you do that. You copy and paste some content from the sales
Yeah,
page,
just
from
took
the
it.
information.
Yeah, and then you run an ad. You choose
Yeah.
a network. Could be YouTube's, could be Meta. When I say Meta, by saying Meta, I mean Facebook and Instagram, because
Yeah.
it's that's a new name. So Meta ads.
Yeah.
I like YouTube. I do a lot of YouTube ads. And then the beauty of it is that because some people like another belief or limiting beliefs that some people have when it comes to running ads for you can also do email drops. That's something I do successfully. But in the end, it's all the same thing. It's an ad. You just running an ad. So you're on an ad on YouTube, or you're on an ad with email drops, solo ads, or Facebook. I've been doing mostly YouTube ads and email drops personally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but the great thing if you go with like platforms like YouTube or Facebook or Google Ads, sorry, is you can just start with $20, $20 a day, and
Mm-hmm.
see sales maybe the same day.
Incredible. And and uh, and so tell us a little bit about these ads. Uh, what what do these ads look like, or how do
Yeah.
you write those ads?
Yeah. So it's a large topic. Obviously, we can cover that in an interview, but I'm going to give you a
Yes.
few pointers. So the goal, like I said earlier, the goal of the ad is not like you're not trying to sell. You're not trying to sell anything. You're not trying
Yes.
to convince anyone to buy anything. So that's what's actually great. What you do when you basically just creating some curiosity with, so it can use storytelling
Mm-hmm.
and inviting people to click on the ads so they land on your money page or landing page.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what you're doing here. But what you're not doing, you're not trying to sell the product. You're not trying to um, convey the benefits of the product. You're not telling the price of the product. You're just creating some curiosity using story telling, and then having a call to action to click on the ad so they can land on the actual landing page.
Yes. That's very interesting. Create curiosity through
Create curiosity.
storytelling. Absolutely. Yes.
And that, and that brings another point, a very important point, because it means, what does that mean, Mark? It means you don't have to be an expert in that niche, because again, you're not trying to sell, you're not trying to teach, you're not trying to train people on that topic, whatever niche you're promoting. You're just here to create some curiosity and inviting people to go on your landing page, and then you let the vendor website do the selling for you. So you don't have to be an expert. I want to stress that it's very important, because sometimes people get, they get held back by the idea that they are not expert in a niche or a certain type of product. And I'm here to tell them, you don't have to be an expert.
Absolutely. And in what you're describing, what is very interesting is that once you have a combination of an ad and a landing page that convert, that work well, that are profitable, you can scale things up. I have a friend in the UK. He started out spending $60. Let me see, what was it? It's about $60 a day. No, it was $60 a week. Sorry, my bad. $60 a week with Facebook ads. And he gradually built it up. Now spending about $30,000 a month on Facebook ads, but he brings in $60,000.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
essentially, by scaling it up, he's made himself a nice profit of $30,000 a month by figuring out first, for a little bit of money, what combination of ad and landing page works,
yeah,
and then scaling that up.
exactly. So as you can see, Mark, you don't need, like, to sum it up, you don't have to be tech savvy. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to invest a lot of money, because you can just start with $20 a day. You don't have to be good at selling, because you don't have to sell. And you don't have to have a large following. Like, your social media presence doesn't matter in that point, because you're running ads. You're not trying to get free traffic from your followers here. So you don't need a large following in the first place to make affiliate marketing work for you. So you see how it's powerful, how powerful it is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I can tell you do need a little bit of training on writing the ads. learning a little bit about sales copywriting, but that
Yeah.
can be done in the space of a few days, at least learning the basics. I mean, a few hours even just to learn the
Yeah.
basics, or just seeing the kind of ads in that market. That you can learn a lot from that as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those are three steps. You've given us
Yeah.
where to find thousands and thousands of different products. You mentioned MaxWeb, ClickBank, Digistore, and these are just three out of dozens of places,
Yeah.
dozens of affiliate
Definitely. Yeah.
platforms. You've
Yeah.
mentioned about landing pages. You can create it with, for example, ClickFunnels or was it Leading Pages? I forget the name exactly. Uh, yeah, but lead pages. Sorry, lead pages and ClickFunnels being two examples of that. And then thirdly, writing an ad on, you mentioned Meta ads or YouTube ads. Is there any, or solo ads, or
Solo ads.
yes, solo ads or email drops, as you put it, which essentially means people who have a mailing list, you pay them maybe $100, $60, a couple $100
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
them to
Yeah.
email their list for you, to drive
Yeah.
traffic, for them to drive traffic to your landing page for you.
Yeah.
Or do you do it differently, by the way, regarding email drops? Because what I would do, and I've done this extensively, is use solo ads to drive traffic to an opt-in page of mine, so I can get the names I give away something for free, a free ebook, for example, a free PDF. I build up a mailing list, and then to my own mailing list, I promote these affiliate offers and my own offers. So when it comes to solo ads, email drops, do you do it? Do you drive it straight to your landing page, or
I
do
will.
you
I
build a
will.
list?
For solo ads, I will build a list, but I know a big time publisher, financial publisher in the US that use. Actually, I consulted with their email buyer manager. They spend like I think 6 figure per month on email drops. The big publisher, the states financial newsletter publisher, and what they do, they don't collect leads. That's what she was explaining to me. They send, they advertise their landing page where they sell a product directly, but that's on product. So you can do it like whatever you want to do it. You can collect email, you can sell the product, you can sell, or you can send the traffic to a money page where you're gonna make money from the affiliate commissions. So it really depends
Great.
on your long-term strategy.
Yes, I really like the idea of solo ads in combination with building one's own mailing list.
Yeah.
And I know that, I mean, from what you, if I remember correctly, you had started also building a mailing list with, again, correct me if I'm wrong, with article marketing and solo ads.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly, but when you were starting out, were you
Yes.
were you doing
Yes.
those things? Yeah.
Yes, I actually I built my. I think I got my first 1,000 subscriber with article marketing. I was
Yes, I
publishing
remember
article.
that.
Yeah, I was I was publishing article online and with a call to action to get a free report, and that's how I started building my list.
I know, I remember. And then you leverage that mailing list to get ad swaps, like you would email your
I
1,000
saw it. Yeah,
subscribers. Yeah.
exactly, exactly. Yeah. Then I will reach out to people who had similar size list as mine and offer to do an ad swap, a cross promotion. I will promote your freebie, and you promote mine basically.
You know
And
what?
then
That's
yeah.
exactly what I did as well.
Mhm.
I started out building on my first mailing list, which was of all the people that I had met in England. And then I leveraged that with ad swaps, solo ads, etc., to build it up from about 6,000 people to 20,000 people. And then after that, we did advertising, etc. But that was a very powerful and low cost, I mean, practically free way to build a substantial mailing list and earn a very decent income from this. And you mentioned about MaxWeb and ClickBank and Digistore as examples. And one way that I found to make vast amounts of money as an affiliate was once I'd built up my mailing list, I could run joint venture webinars
Mhm.
with different experts and have them sell. I didn't need to sell myself. I could let them to present and sell their offers as well. So anyway, that was just
Mm,
another source um, of essentially affiliate offers.
yes,
So
absolutely.
I have a question here. What types of offers work best, or what types of niches work best? But I think you've answered that already. You mentioned health, wealth, and relationships. Is there any specific niche that you have focused on, or that you prefer? Are you focused on the health niche or the money niche?
I've been very involved in the personal, like a manifestation niche, law of attraction niche, for example.
Wow.
I've promoted also a lot of financial newsletter. That's how I got in touch with the publisher in the States,
Hmm.
where I consulted with. So it was pretty much more like on the wealth, money attraction, like niche.
I love it. I'm fascinated by both of these niches, the spirituality law of attraction side, but also the financial information. So that
Yeah.
do you find that I mean, is it working for you because you personally are interested in these things, or were you completely agnostic to it? You don't care as long as it
Or
converts.
no, no, I'm very fascinated by those topics. I'm a true believer in it. The law of attraction and manifesting. I have my own manifestation rituals that I do every day. So
Hmm.
I'm a true believer. And when it comes to the financial newsletter, I'm also interested about everything around money, how to make it, how to invest it,
Hmm.
how to use it well. So that was a natural top, a natural niche for me. But again, you don't have to be an expert. It's good to have an interest. It's always good to have some kind of interest, but you don't have to be an expert. I really want to stress that. Another thing I want to stress, Mark, is because some people listening right now, they might go on ClickBank and look at the top offers, and they might be thinking, well, is it too late to start? Like, is that too much competition?
Yes.
What's fascinating, Mark? Like, we've known each other for 14 years now, okay? And every single year over the past 14 years, where any event I went, whether it's your event or somewhere else event, I've heard the same comment.
Yes.
Oh, there's too much competition. It's probably too late. It's probably too late to do affiliate marketing. 14 years, and I hear it like every single year. And yet the truth is more and more and more people are making money from affiliate marketing. So you really have to get rid of that mental hurdle about the competition and getting in too late. You're not too late, and there's no, like, the internet is so vast.
Mm.
Like there's space for everyone.
I
Please
remember
do.
when I got started. I mean, nowadays you have more than 2 billion people. I mean, maybe much more than that actually, uh, that are shopping online. We didn't have that when we were starting
Yeah.
out. People didn't have this level of comfort with shopping online.
Absolutely.
In the mid
Absolutely.
2000s, it was just kind of getting more mainstream. Uh, but there are now more people than ever buying and shopping online. There's a larger audience than
Absolutely.
ever before, and every day people have
Absolutely.
challenges, or they want answers, they want products, they want to buy things.
Absolutely.
And so absolutely, if you
Absolutely.
can put in front of them an interesting offer or product at that moment as they're looking for it, great. You're a middleman or middle woman
Yeah.
that's providing the right solution at the right time for them. That's why they've seen the ad, clicked the ad, read the landing page, or
Yeah.
that's and you're right, a lot of people have those limiting beliefs. It's too late, that I can't do it. I mean, they might have 50 different reasons, why limiting beliefs, why they can't make it work. But you didn't have any of these. You just saw people making money online. You thought, if they can do it, I can do it. and let me just start. And you built your first list of 1,000 subscribers through article marketing by posting articles. And within
Yes,
six months, within 6 months, I remember that within 6 months you were making pretty much a full-time living, not huge amounts, but you were making a
no, not
decent
huge.
full-time
Yeah,
living.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly. Uh, uh,
that's fantastic.
and that changed everything for me. Because then I was able to keep going, and that allowed me to travel the world. I've been to over 30 countries. Spent like I think 4 to 5 years in Asia. Met my wife during my travel. She's Canadian. We met in Spain. Then she came along in my travel. We traveled together to Asia, then South America, and yeah. So it just changed everything for me, and
I
it was
love the
all because of
story.
affiliate marketing. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. I love the
Yeah, go.
story of how you. We won't have time on this call to talk about this, but I love how you manifested your relationship with your wife, because she was in Canada, you were I don't know, in Asia or in Europe. You met on a holiday in Spain. You then went to South America together, if I understand correctly,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all of this was possible because you weren't tied to a desk in a job,
yeah.
and you could earn money as an affiliate marketer from anywhere around the world, right?
Absolutely.
So I have a question. Do you use things like SEO, long tail keyword targeting, creating niche blogs or review sites or anything like this that uses SEO to gradually build traffic in an audience, or is it just what you've discussed so far?
No, I don't do any SEO. I don't like it. I don't. No, I don't know.
And what I mean, I don't like it either because for a number of reasons. But what is it for you specifically? Why didn't you go down that route?
You know what, Mark? I like simple. Like I think with you. I don't know if you remember. Like we met when we met like 14 years ago. Like I always stressed that. Or I always insisted on keep things simple, and I've always been like that. I like to keep things simple, simple system, simple strategy, but that you repeat. And
Yes.
that's what I've been doing for 14 years. And I like simple. I really like simple. I think that's really the simple. That's the answer. I like simple. I'm a simple person, so my business has to be simple.
I love it. That's great. And that's what people ask all the time. Mark, I just need a simple system that works. And I remember a conversation we had, me, you, and your former colleague, who worked in the banking sector, if I remember correctly. And he said we had this conversation where at every event I would run, people would come up to you and ask you, "Hey Ryan, I've listened to you, so on the call with Mark, or I read about you in the book, and all of those things. So what works now? How can you make money online?" And you would say, "Okay, step one, find a niche. Step two, create the landing page. Step three, drive traffic to the landing page, right? Or whatever it was.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
was like, do
Yeah.
post this, build a list. Okay, and they would go, "Oh, really? Oh, okay." It would sound too simple to them. And then 3 months
Yes.
later, they would come back to another event and they would say, "Hey, Ryan, great. So what do you now do? What do you do now?" And you would repeat to them again, "Well, find a niche, right, et cetera, et cetera." And we would laugh about this, that even though you would say to them repeatedly, "This is what I do, this is what works," it seemed too simple.
I
It
know.
seemed too simple
It's
for
fascinating.
them to do it. They wanted
It's
something.
fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't believe that it could happen. I've had some funny interactions at events like this. I remember once, um, one of our students taught me a strategy with Twitter. Okay, you
Okay.
create accounts on Twitter and you build up a following on Twitter, and then you promote ClickBank products on Twitter. And I shared this with my wife. I didn't have the time to do it myself. I shared it actually with my sister. She started making maybe $300, $400 a month. I then showed it to my wife, who showed it to her brother. He started making $200, $250 a month with this. Maybe it grew from there even up to $1,000. And
Yeah.
then we shared it with somebody else. They made money with this. And but we had, I remember having somebody come up to me at an event in London and say to me, "This is not true. This doesn't work. That lady who talked about that trade strategy, it doesn't work." And I asked him, "What did you do?" Well, he said, "I set up 7 Twitter accounts, and they were all taken down by Twitter. And so you see, it doesn't work." And I just started laughing because, yeah, okay, yes, you have to build them up again. Just set it up again. Just do more. Do 100 accounts, and then if they shut down some, create it again. Just keep building like this. That's how it works. The point I'm making is that for a lot of people, unless it's completely just given to them on a platter, they're not really going to take the action that is required for them to actually have the breakthrough to success. And even if you tell them, look, these are the steps, this is what you need to do, uh, a lot of people still are unwilling to follow through. But I remember us laughing about how they kept asking you the same question and not taking action.
Yeah, absolutely. Because like like affiliate marketing has the lowest barrier to entry when it comes to internet marketing. I really believe so. Maybe I'm biased because I've been in this for so many years, but every time I look at it and I compare to other way of making money online, there's nothing that beat affiliate marketing. Now, it doesn't mean you have to do affiliate marketing for the rest of your life, but for people starting, because obviously we're talking, the purpose of this call is to help people getting started. There's no other business than affiliate marketing if you try to make your first few dollars online. And like you said, the only thing that might stop you is your beliefs, like it, and that's why I really made a point to try to break those beliefs for anyone listening. You don't need a large following. You don't have to be good at selling. You don't have to invest a lot of money to succeed. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be tech savvy. It's not too late to start, and there is not too much competition. So all you have to do is to get out of your comfort zone and take action.
Absolutely. And you're right about all these things. Did you need to do any work on your own? I mean, you mentioned this, but your own mindset and beliefs. So you came to the event
Yes.
14 years ago, and this was a new world, internet marketing, affiliate marketing. Did you find that you needed to do uh, some mental exercises, some mindset exercises, or something to reprogram your mind?
Mark, during one of your events, you shared with us the 100 reasons why
Mm,
exercise. You
yes.
know, why I must make, I don't know, you pick an amount. I did that like at every level of my journey, I did exercise again. So start with, I think it start with 1,000 reasons why I must make $1,000 per month. Then I went 2,000, and then a few months later I did five, and so I never stopped, and I never stopped. And for the story, when I was still single, I told myself, oh, maybe I can use that exercise to meet the woman of my dream. And I wrote, like listen, Mark, it's like true story, because because it was so important for me to find the right person. I wrote 1,000 reasons why I must meet and marry the woman of my dreams. And that's exactly what happened a few months later.
Unbelievable. You know, this, I've never heard this story before. And Ryan, this is incredible. Because look, my story is I was broke and homeless in the streets of London when I did that exercise. I wrote down 100 reasons why I must earn £2,000 a month. And I mean, and then I brainstormed 100 ways how. So my limiting beliefs about money is bad, money is evil, they disappeared when I had 100 reasons, black on white, of why
Yeah.
money was good, right? I couldn't hold on to those limiting,
Yes.
my subconscious could not hold on to it when my own subconscious and brain wrote down why 100 reasons why money is good, right? And so then I brainstormed 100 ways how. And that's what got me started. Within, I think, 6 weeks of all that, my life was completely different. I had a business bringing in $10,000 a month in passive income because I did those two
um,
exercises. And I've talked a lot
um,
about this at my events. And I love, by the way, that you wrote down 100 reasons why you must make $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month at every level, as you said, of your journey. That is brilliant. And I ran an event in 2007. It was a internet millionaire skiing retreat in Val d'Isère. We rented
mhm.
out for 7,000 euros. We rented out this amazing chalet in this luxury place. We had people coming and cooking for us, taking us. It was just incredible luxury. Loved it. And I had there six of my coaching clients. Now, here's the interesting thing. One of them was making about $5,000 a month on the internet. The other one was making $10,000 a month. The third one was making $20,000 a month with a guitar teaching website, I remember. So three of them were making money. The other three were not making even $1. They were making $0
Mm,
online.
mm.
And here's what came up. And they all came to the same events, same coaching, same workshops, etc. Here's what came up whilst we were at the skiing lodge. The three that had started making money online were the three that did the exercises. Not only that, they told me that that same night when I told them about the
Yeah.
exercise, they went home and they started on those exercises that same night. They took action
Wow.
immediately. And the three that hadn't made any money online were the three that hadn't done those exercises. So
Wow.
that's fascinating for me to hear that you wrote down also 1,000 reasons why I must meet and marry the woman of my dreams, and then everything else that happened in Spain, South America, Canada,
Yeah.
France,
Yeah.
etc., Asia as well, with a lovely lady in your life. And now, of course, you have children, you're married,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
thrilled to hear this story.
It works. It just works.
Exactly, it creates an alignment of thought. It eliminates doubts and impediments, things that might stop someone. So all of
Yeah.
this is great, and this is great to hear about this. And I know that you mentioned that you also have your visualization or your manifestation routine. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So every morning I do a process called priming. So people can find it online if they type Tony Robbins priming
Hmm.
exercise. It's a 15-minute audio that, it's a meditation, but it's more like a guided meditation. So you listen to it and you just follow along.
Hmm.
I do that every day. I've been doing this for like maybe 10 years now,
Hmm.
or 7 years. Then I write. So when I'm done with my priming exercise, like it's like 14, 15 minutes, I take my notepad and I write 10 goals.
Hmm.
And the way I do is that every day, like morning and evening, by the way, I write 10 goals, but I don't look at what I wrote previously.
Uh-huh.
Because what happens is when you start writing your goal, you write 10 goals in the morning, and then in the evening you write against 10 goals, but you don't look at what you wrote in the morning, and then the next day you wrote 10 goals, but you don't look at what you wrote the past evening. You like some goals will stick and some goals will disappear, and it keeps your mind focused on what you truly wants, and cement those goals that are the most important to you, and let vanish the ones that are just passing, or just because maybe you saw an ad or you've seen someone on social media, so then they, oh, I want to do that, me too. And then, but if you don't find yourself writing them every day, they're
Yes.
not that important to your subconscious. but some goals will come back all the time, and you will keep writing them until they actually until you reach them, and then they disappear when you reach the goal. You don't write it anymore.
That is fascinating. Because absolutely, a lot of people, especially in the West, where we're subjected to so much
Yeah,
advertising
yeah,
and the mainstream media culture, this cultural landscape, it kind of infects us with goals that are not really aligned with our deep down soul, really, with what our
yeah,
soul wants for
yeah,
us.
yeah.
So this is very good. Anything else that you do? Do you do any visualization or anything else?
I don't do much visualization, but I do hypnosis. I try every day to listen to a tape, an hypnosis tape. So it could be on different issue, different topic. I find it very effective on me, like hypnosis tape. And I've also something that's been very helpful was to do therapy. I
Mhm.
did therapy that really helps to clear some deep-rooted issue. People should not underestimate the power of therapy.
Yes,
For psychologists, it's really helpful. I wouldn't like overindulge in it, but once in a while it can help clear some deep issues. That was very helpful. But in terms of routine, in terms of daily routine, my priming and writing my goals, man, I don't budge. I do it every single day. I write my goals every single day, morning and evening, and every morning when I wake up, I do my priming. It's a, it's um it's an amazing process. Before I do anything,
absolutely.
I don't. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. This is great. It's great to hear your routine. You know what? I'm going to do this with the 10 goals. That is, I have my own routine, which I've discussed at many points in the past.
Yeah,
But this is great. And hypnosis, absolutely. And I include in that's an element of gratitude as well. So
yeah.
powerful when you do that, when you're in that vibration of doing that. Would you say that you love what you do, Ryan? Are you doing what you love and you love what you do?
I love what I do. I love the fact that here's what I love. I love the fact that my professional and personal life are in harmony,
Mm, yes,
and I find a way to make a living that's aligned with how I like to live on a day-to-day basis.
yes.
If that makes sense, that's really like what I love, and I love like I feel marketing for me is such an amazing business because it's a it's a, the way how I see myself as a connector. I connect
Mhm.
like I connect the product and people. I'm a connector. Like because of me, you came across a product that you might not have never like heard about. Just like my friend Vaughn, who sent me that email one day. I think, hey, it was a connector. Because of him, I got introduced to you. So I got my ticket and I came. That changed my life. So that I love that idea of being a connector, a bridge uh, for people and product and services. I think that's very fascinating.
It's so interesting you say that because that's how I feel about a lot of the work that I do.
Oh,
I started
oh,
out, the first $2 million I did was by selling. I went to a seminar, a talk by an American microbiologist, and he was talking about how he was healing his
oh,
patients of diabetes. And I was like, people don't know about this. He's not using the internet. I just came to a talk where, so I wrote it all up, put it on the internet to connect people who suffered from diabetes with this alternative viewpoint by this American microbiologist. That did the first $2 million in ClickBank by selling that. And then the seminars, we had 17,000 people come to our events. It was the same thing, connecting people to great ideas, that money making ideas, business ideas, mindsets, ways to change their mindset. And I was connecting people to information, topics, ideas that I found fascinating. And because I found
yeah,
them fascinating, because I knew this was value to me, I want to share this with you and create, and we
absolutely,
created value this way.
absolutely. And for the story, actually, I myself, I buy information product. I buy digital product. I buy courses. So like, sort of line. Like I believe in information. Like I believe in investing in information. If you can, 37 or 47 bucks, you can get a system or a template or a tool, something that will help you, save you time, make more money, be happier. Um, like I think like few months ago, I bought a training on how to have a great marriage, just to learn, more tricks and more ideas to be a better husband, have a better, I believe in that. I believe in self improvement and investing in information to get your life better. So,
Yes, that's
so
great. I mean,
and something I'm go
go
ahead,
ahead.
go ahead,
No,
sorry.
no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. I want to say something about marriage,
No,
but go ahead.
oh, no, I wanted to bounce back on what you just shared about, how you made money on clickbank, and I wanted to really stress the fact that you did it at the time where it was new. I think that's incredible for me, because now obviously internet, it's more mainstream. People know you can make money online. The YouTube, there's so much information available, but you did it at the time where it was really under the radar. Like not not that many people knew, but that you had such great success at that time on your own, at the time where it wasn't mainstream. It's incredible. I think that's all I wanted to commend you on that. That's really
Well,
incredible to me.
well, thank you.
Yeah.
What I find interesting about that whole event was that whole moment in the mid 2000s was that I prayed. I was down on my knees,
Mm,
literally and figuratively, and I prayed to God for an answer, for a solution.
wow.
And that's when I grabbed my journal, and I actually did. I knew about the 100 reasons why and 100 ways how exercises for months, maybe years, 2 years, and
Yeah.
I
Ah.
didn't do it. And you know what? The answer that was given to me by this higher power was grab your freaking pen, grab your freaking journal, maybe not in those words, but and do
Yeah.
those exercises. And the 93rd idea that I wrote down was about
Wow.
ClickBank, ebook. I connect somehow my brain.
Wow.
I had to do that exercise to connect all the dots in my brain and my subconscious
Wow.
to come up with that. And within 4 weeks of that, everything had changed. I had my first landing page online. It was driving traffic from Google Ads, like you're saying, ads to a landing page to sell a product on ClickBank, and it started doing, what was it, $300 a day. By the end of the first week, $300 a day. But the point I'm making was that it was a spiritual process of praying and asking for it, and the universe, God, spirit, whatever you want to call it, that universal force answering it and giving that solution. And I don't know if it was the same thing for you. Maybe you weren't happy at your job and you were looking for. Actually, you said you started as a
Yeah.
MLM and entrepreneurship and a life coach, right? And life brought you to affiliate marketing essentially.
I had exactly, Mark. I had to fail at all those, because when I quit my job, I could not foresee that I will go into internet marketing. It was impossible. Like that wasn't even an option for me. It wasn't in my consciousness. So I did the things that made sense to me at the time. I tried MLM. I tried to, tried life coaching to try to be a life coach, because I've always been into self help and personal development, but it just didn't work, and I was running out of money, and it's that email that like, and I don't know. It's just, yeah. So it's just that email, like, that came out of nowhere, and then I just took the leap of faith and came to the event, because I didn't know what to expect. Like I had no clue. I had no clue where I was going, to be transparent. I had no clue. I didn't really get it. I was like, what is the guys talking about exactly? Like, it's just that I didn't get it. But I went. I said, okay, you never know, and I'm glad I did. I'm just glad I did.
Yeah.
So
Good.
that brought. Go ahead. Go. Sorry.
No, go on. Tell me.
No, there's something to be said about having an open mind. That's something also, like after so many years online, meeting people who want to, who want to make a living online and stuff like that. You have to be open minded, because it's a different path. It's a path less traveled. So you have to be open minded, and just go with it. Like, can't just look at like what everybody else is doing or thinking, and you have to be open minded. And I think that's really important. It's really, really
Yes.
important for me.
People tend to conform to the
Yeah,
societal norms of getting a job, etc. But it takes some courage to step out of that, and like you said, the road less traveled, and become an entrepreneur, and go
yeah,
to events like this, figure out a few things, get a
yeah,
mentor, or study some courses or something of that nature. And it took
yeah,
courage. It took courage from you. It took courage from your business partner, your former colleague, rather, that did the same thing and built an online business as well. It takes courage for people to go a bit against the grain, and
yeah,
trust themselves enough to start their own business. And like you said, affiliate marketing is a great way to get started. You don't need stock. You don't need a large investment to buy, I don't know, $50,000 or £50,000 worth of equipment, or of uh, stock, as I said, product to sell. No, you have thousands of products available to you today, and you get paid 50%, 60%, sometimes even 100% or 200% commissions. So
yeah,
yeah, it's a great way to get started as an entrepreneur.
yeah. Period. Period. Yeah. If
I,
you
I
look at the
wanted
cost
to.
of a French, yeah, go
So,
ahead.
sorry, say that again.
No, I said if you look at the cost like of a franchise, for example, if you want to open I don't know, a franchise like a Subway or McDonald's or a car dealership, like it's like six figure, like 5 to 6 figure to open a franchise, and plus, and it's a lot of work. You are locked into a place, into a town. It's And now, because something like the internet, you can actually make money. Like, you don't have to, like you said, you don't have to buy stocks, you don't have to invest a lot. Like $20 a day, it's nothing. People, like, if you compare it to buying a franchise, like that's a no-brainer to me.
No,
It's a real
absolutely.
no-brainer.
I mean, coffee shop franchises or Subway. We're talking
Yeah.
about 120,000
Uh,
pounds,
yeah. Here,
150,
here we go.
sometimes 600,000 pounds. And it's not even that certain that you'll make a profit,
Yeah.
and you're creating essentially you might be creating a job for yourself again.
Yeah.
But I wanted
Absolutely.
I wanted to ask you one last questions about some
Go
pitfalls
ahead.
or mistakes to avoid as an affiliate marketer. But before I say that, I just want to make my comment about marriage. You bought a
Mhm.
course or a book about how to be a better husband, or have a better marriage. Something that Warren Buffett's business partner, Charlie Munger, likes to say when choosing an investment. He says always invert.
Mhm.
In other words, okay, for example, if you how to be a good husband. Well, what makes a bad husband? Okay, what makes
Mhm.
it bad? Make a list of what makes a bad husband, and
Mhm.
do the
Like that.
opposite of that. That's another way of knowing, how to be a good husband. And I just wanted to throw that throw that out there.
That's good.
And
Yeah,
it's
that's
and
good.
we're talking
Yeah.
about, it is good. It actually, it's a helpful reminder, I think.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with what makes a bad business. People ask me about multi-level marketing. Really, you're spending your time building somebody else's business for them. They might change the compensation. I'm not a fan. I've seen too many people spend 5, 10 years of their lives either getting nowhere, or the compensation plan changes and they're left out in the lurch,
Yeah.
or the whole company disappears overnight and they've just wasted 10 years. I don't, there's many business models I'm not a fan of, but with affiliate marketing, I've literally made probably well over $1 million from affiliate marketing by promoting offers that I love, products that I love, to my list, or doing joint venture webinars, which is a form of affiliate marketing in a sense. And it is
Yeah.
simple, and you can get started straight away, and the market will tell you immediately what's working and how you can improve it and increase your sales. But the question I have, one last question, and then I'll let you go, is what are some pitfalls or mistakes that one should look to avoid as an affiliate marketer?
Okay, so it's a good question. So number one, be careful of your beliefs. Like all those myths are shared. I need a big social media presence. I need to be tech savvy. I need to be like all those things. All those things are shared during the call. Be careful. Don't go there mentally because that will make you fail. Because now you have an excuse to you have an excuse to fail after the marketing. Okay, so that's why I stressed it. Like I keep repeating it. You don't need a large social media following. You don't need to be good at selling. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need to be an expert. You don't have to be tech savvy. It's not too late, and there's no too much competition. So that's one thing. Like your beliefs. Be careful what you beliefs. Number one. Uh, Number two, like stick to a simple system. Like don't like you mentioned SEO. Like don't do one thing and then try something else and then try a different approach. Like if you want to go for YouTube ads, just do YouTube ads. There's no one better than the other. Like it's not like YouTube ads is better than Facebook or Facebook better than solo ads or solo ads better than I don't know native ads. I know a lot of athletes actually making a lot of money from native ads. But it's not my thing. It's not what I'm focusing on. But that works too. So just choose one traffic source and deep dive in it, understand
Mm.
it and make it work for you. It's not that affiliate marketing doesn't work. You have to make it work for you. Okay, so because yes, there's so much of the equation that is already being taken care of for you. So converting offer, check. You don't have to figure it out. Just go on ClickBank. You have to go on ClickBank, and ClickBank will tell you what is actually selling. So there's no guesswork here. Create a landing page. Get an account with ClickFunnels. They have a free trial or lead page. Can be done in 5 minutes. You don't have to be a coder. Check. Done. Now you have to run your ad. So when you're on your ad, you have to spend some time, like you said, learning a little bit about copywriting, putting 10 or $20 per day to see what works for you. But stick to that one platform because the good with IE now and with the algorithm of those platforms like Google Ads, you might quote unquote maybe lose money for a few days, but you're not losing money. You're buying data because Google
Mhm.
is actually learning right now. Google is very smart. Like Google Ads is very very smart. It would know after a few days where to put your ad to you start getting conversion. So that's why you have to stick to one. Same thing for Facebook and those other platforms. You have to stick to one traffic sources. Um, you know, Invest a little bit, get started. But like we said, like compared to a franchise or those other kind of business that don't even give you the lifestyle that you really want, that's nothing. That's peanuts, really. And stick to it until you find something that works for you. And then when you find something that works for you, just double down, just double down on what works for you, and then never stop.
Absolutely, Ryan. I completely agree on all these points you've just made. And I want to thank you for your time today. I love
You're
this
welcome.
interview, and I'm sure that everybody on the call right now or listening in right now will really have gotten a lot out of this. Uh, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for today,
Thank
Ryan.
you.
Really
Thank you.
appreciate
You're
you
welcome,
coming on
Mark.
and sharing all of this. Thank you so much, my friend.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.
Is there anywhere you'd like to send people to? Anything else you want people to learn more about you, or you're just keeping things simple?
I just keep it simple. I just gonna. I'm good.
I
I
thought
just
as
do it
much.
as a favor to you.
And I know you did, and I appreciate that there isn't anything in it for you. So I really, really appreciate your time today again, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Thank you, and thank you for everyone listening today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Speak soon.
Speak soon.